Okay, next we will tell some info about Finland. Maria will start.
I will start with the boring facts. And well, we probably have told you several times already that we are only 5.2 million people. And 60–65% of us live in urban areas and the rest in the countryside. And you can imagine that we have, because most of the jobs are down here. Helsinki, and then this Oulu, it's a city with two names. Turku. It's Turku. Who said Turku? I was answered 2 weeks ago. Oh, 2 weeks ago? Yes. Okay, great. Happy to hear. And next to it is Tampere, and so these are the urban areas where the people are. And for example, in Northern Karelia, from which many of our kids are, and Savo, there are 160,000 only from 5.2 million. So you can imagine that really that they are in the cities. And well, now to our beloved language. Käyvät yötyössä. This yötyössä, the basic form is yötyö, night job. Käyvät yötyössä, go to a night job. And like you hear in English, go to a night job. We have no articles. We don't have prepositions. So we don't say to. We say yötyössä. Yötyö. Can you hear the difference? So the Finnish language, which belongs to the I have seen actually Finno-Ugric languages, is a so-called agglutinating language. So we don't have those prepositions. We just add and add and add and add. So to make it even more fun, we have officially we have 15 grammatical cases. English has 4, German has 6, we have 15, and if you want to make it even more interesting, some say that we have actually 18. So pick what you like. It's one of the most difficult languages, they say. Well, we have at least we have Latin letters, which doesn't take you far. Well, then we have 6% of our population, they have as their mother tongue, they do have Swedish. So we have 2 official languages in Finland, Finnish and Swedish, which is interesting since there are many countries where it's just a habit to speak a certain language, but we really do have Swedish as our second, or well, we have to say that they are equal, although we don't want to say it, but we have to say it. And for example, in Sweden, Swedish is not an official language because they are so used to speaking Swedish, those poor fellows over there. So much about that. And then we have this dualism and then this other dualism of which I already mentioned, that we have 2 state religions, the Lutheran and the Orthodox. And so 1%. You had in Poland the same. So 1%. Yeah. Really? Thank you. Great. So we are even more united. We are even more united. We are closer and closer. Yeah. And well, you see our flag. After you heard how many lakes we actually have, not just 1 or 10,000, almost 190,000, you probably know what the blue one means. It's the water. And white, well, there are 2 variations. It's either snow or then the sky. You can pick which one you want. And someone even after the Finnish war with the Soviet Union, with the so-called Winter War, said that that was the color which rescued the Finns because they had those white uniforms, or this white dress with which they could proceed. They were not seen with the snow. Well, anyway, and yeah, this is an Orthodox map because, well, our Archbishop has his residence in Kuopio, and like we already said, it's kind of the capital of our Orthodox Church in Finland. It's here in Kuopio. So this is our first bishop. We have the Archbishop. Then we have his helper, our auxiliary bishop from Joensuu. So our Archbishop Leo, then the auxiliary bishop Arseni. Then we have two metropoles. Someone might say that Kuopio is a metropole. I think you would because you live there. But sorry, it's not a metropole. Because our one metropolite, like you would probably say, lives here. We have Ambrosius. And then we have Panteleimon up here in Oulu. Those are our bishops. So we have three dioceses. The one of Oulu, of Helsinki, and of Kuopio and all Finland. So because this is Joensuu is not a diocese. Yeah. And then you might wonder why Heinävesi is there. Well, it's not for the pottery which they make there, but it's because I spoke to you that we have this monastery, Balamo, which actually was here, Balam, and it had to be moved through different stages here in 1914. It's in Heinävesi, so Balamo, how we call it, and then the convent Lintula, which was also on the Russian side somewhere here. It also was transferred then after or actually during the war to Finland. And what does this look like to you? Italy looks like a boot. What does this look like to you? It's like human steady.
Like woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the maiden. Wow.
Like woman.
Yeah.
Dancing.
Yeah. We speak about Suomi-neito, the maiden of Finland, the maid of Finland.